Namaste, Jai Bharat. People in Bharat watch Pakistani videos for entertainment mostly. They're real entertainers, especially when they go for reactions of people in Pakistan with mics on the street. Those people, of course, are not very knowledgeable, but they have their own thoughts and their reaction. Their reactions are very, very entertaining. There are many examples. If you can speak Hindi, they call it as Urdu, but there is nothing like Urdu. When you write Hindi in Persian script, that becomes Urdu, no matter how much of Persian words you add it. Now that's the beginning of Pakistan's language itself is adulteration. So, if you can understand Hindi, you look at the way they speak, the kind of reaction they give, how they project themselves as the ultimately real. This is very, very interesting. Entertains it is. The clowns entertain you, supposed to, but some don't. There's a different story. The clowns entertain you. You watch Pakistani YouTubers and the reactions for our entertainment. It's much better than the synthetically created entertainments that we see on TV. But this is very natural entertainer and very, very seriously entertaining. So, and Pakistan, that's this number one. Number two, they have this problem of copying. Simply, they will copy what Bharat does. If my Prime Minister goes and gives a speech at one particular point, the next day you will find the Pakistani Prime Minister climbing up on what is it? An anachronistic creation of a tank and speaking. Just one example that came to my mind. And this keeps on happening. Alright, they really amuse us and entertain us. Now that's something which is interesting, very strikingly interesting is this. Something happened in Bharat with the Foxtrot F-35, the Americans' so-called invisible stealth aircraft, was 5th generation, 6th generation, or nth generation, whatever name you may give. These days people are very fond of giving names, different names. Aircraft, which is absolutely untouchable in the sky, invincible, invisible, can't be done anything. And that twice, not once. One aircraft is ground. Simple. Our air defense, Bharat's air defense detected. Then they made up some stories. We know what it is. Let them say. They made up some stories and they were helpless. They had to land because something else must have happened. Why should you going to supposed to confidentiality for such things? So he landed and he stays still almost a month in one of our airfield in the southern part of Bharat. Then immediately after that, another F-35 came and tried to get into the identification zone of Bharat. Then when challenged, he fled. Means he was also detected. Second time, they were trying to find out whether they are detectable or not. Then afterwards, you find a U.S. Navy's small yacht entering into Bharat's waters, and this time they are caught in bad weather and they were unable to get rescued. They have a base somewhere there. The US has a base somewhere there. Their people, and they also, I think their servant fleet is also stationed there. This is what I heard. Then they were almost lost, and then of course they requested officially to our Navsena, Indian Navy. Of course they were not rescued them. And in that yacht, one US citizen and one Turkey was sitting, not that Turkey, a citizen of Turkey. Now what is the combination between US citizen eating Turkey, being with the Turkish man? I don't understand. So these things must be the tactics of their supreme intelligence espionage kind of things. Fine. This story is running. Now Pakistan wanted to create an anecdote parallel to this, as a corollary to this thing, and they came with a fantastic story that they have detected and identified a submarine of Bharat that's called as U-boat rather. The second World War time, the Germans used to call it as U-boat, I suppose, underground boat or underwater boat. Sorry, not underground. They have detected a submarine with all the utmost efficiency of detection, ranging, identifying stories. They can't say that they have detected and identified an unknown element like what happened in Bharat of the F-35B, whatever may be the series, supposed to be stealth. So they have created the story. When was this? Which year? Which submarine? These things they won't tell you very clearly. They'll tell us. So they have detected, identified, and then what they did? Let go the submarine of Bharat. What a narrative! Now this narrative really impressed me. How desperately they want to cook up lies to say that they have to do something. Now they should stop doing this stupidity. Maybe they wanted to eyewash their people, that they had been doing and they will continue to do it. But talking to the world, do you think the others are so foolish as you are to take this without a pinch of salt? Very interesting. So Pakistan always keeps parallel stories. You do this, they will do. They will repeat it. This way, that way, they keep copying. Of course, I can't blame them. Really, the history really is a history of copy paste, latest terminology. The computer language, copy paste. They have been doing that, copy pasting. If you start from the beginning, they copy pasted a religion. Then they copy pasted a language. Then they copy pasted a script in which they want to write our language. And then they copy pasted whatnot and think they have something. They don't. Anyway, such narratives are again interesting, entertaining. So when you have free time and when you wanted to have some manoranjan, as we say in Hindi, then look for the Pakistani YouTube channels. But you should have immense patience, because among the trash what people speak, you really have to search and filter for something very funny. And if you have that patience and time, it's worth searching this trash. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.